it was for her, but
Okay.
it was a while
It
ago,
was a
so
while
I
ago.
forgot it.
Okay,
But
that's fair.
I just think that women are not made. Sorry. I just think that women were not made to provide for men. So when a woman does do that, she obviously builds up resentment, or she will do something for a man, but not out of the goodness of her heart. She will do something for a man, like pay for his degree, just to like throw it back in his face. Oh, I did this for you, so you owe me this. But men, they're used to providing for women. They know that that's what they're supposed to do, so they'll never throw it back in a woman's face. And a man can technically cook and clean for himself, and a woman can provide for herself in this day and age. But I just think it's about serving each other in love, and you need to have that respect for each other in order to do that. It's just now we just both genders, they don't respect each other at all
And to
anymore.
offer Roberto,
hold
just
on.
to give you, as it applies to my situation, if you don't mind, Harry.
I'm
Wait.
sorry. Go ahead.
That was never the case. It's just that we built together, and so we had children. So it made most financial sense. He couldn't provide for his own degree, so we made a decision to take care of it. And now look at the fruits of our labor. We're seeing it. Our son at 19 is the COO of our company. Most people can't say, here's generational wealth on their 19th birthday. We can.
Okay. And here's what I'll say too. Kiera?
Kyria.
I'm sorry. Okay. Can I call you Kay? I don't want to kill your name like that.
I know.
Sure.
So I will say this. The issue with, I love everything you said. You're
Okay.
very smart.
Thank
The
you.
issue is that men and women show love differently, right? And
Very much
so while you think, not you, but most women think that the way you show love is the way that we should also show love. That's one of the issues that we have in relationships. The way that men show love, at least for myself, I'm speaking, I like to provide, protect, and I like to provision, right? And I will do all of that. And in my head, I'm thinking, I'm loving my girl. I'm loving my woman. She'll turn around and say, you're not being loving to me, right? You didn't get me the flowers. You didn't get me the little card. And I'm like, yo, I'm showing you all the love that I can show you, right? And so we have a big disconnect right there. Why do you think that women don't understand that men show love differently?
I know you said not to talk about religion, but I'm going to bring it up just for this answer. I think that when a couple bases their relationship on the Bible or on God, then they don't have those problems because the Bible literally says what each of them are supposed to do, and then they follow that because the Bible is their truth. They don't let social media or external factors try to say, oh, what about this, what about that. They follow what is in the book because of what they believe in. And I think that there's also a matter of learning each other's love language as well. And once you learn that, how you give it, how you receive it, which is also something that you grow up with, that's how you figure it out, then it works out a little bit more. But you have to take the time and have the patience to get to know the other person and not just bounce from one to another. You know what I mean?
Okay, quick question for you. Is a man greater than a woman, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody agree with that, right?
Agree.
Agreed?
Greater? What do you mean?
I mean, come on.
No.
Equal of
Very
respect, not
specific.
equal of ability.
Okay. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Equal of respect, she said?
I believe that men are greater than women in pretty much all aspects.
Okay.
Okay. Do you agree with that?
I do not.
Why not?
Because I don't. I mean, you're asking me, so don't say I'm coming from a place of arrogance or money, whatever. I think we're equal. And I also think if we're honest, women can definitely take the lead and say, I'm not coming from a feminist perspective before all the chat tries to talk their shit. I think it depends on a lot of factors. So to just say yes, men, no, I don't believe that at all.
Okay, but are you religious?
I'm very religious. So, right. So my second part to that was I was agreeing with her. I was like shaking my head. Yes, if I'm married, absolutely, the man took the lead. I definitely was the traditional biblical wife. I'm not married, and I'm currently trying to get out of it. And I'm also not in a relationship. So it doesn't apply. As it applies to my current situation, no, I don't think.
But shouldn't you hold yourself as a biblical woman in a relationship and out of a relationship?
Amen.
Yo.
Yes. And I do.
That's why you're cuffed.
And I do. And I do. I chose to be uncuffed, but okay.
You can't be a religious on Monday and then just be, atheist on
Agreed.
Tuesday.
And that's definitely not what I said. But so what I said is if I'm in a marriage, right, I apply biblical principle to the marriage part of it. So I'm not saying,
Okay.
oh, as soon as I'm not married, I'm a big, fuck the Bible. I didn't say that.
Okay.
I just said as it relates to my relationship status. So if I'm not married, how is marriage principles going to apply? I'm
Okay.
single.
Here's the problem I have with that, right?
Sure.
And I'm not speaking necessarily just at you, but in general, is that women come on here and they say, I'm going to go ahead and be wifey when we get engaged.
Correct.
And our argument is, how will you ever get engaged if you're not wifey, right? And you have to let the guy lead from the beginning. You can't let him lead after a year.
I agree, Eric. But my thing is, and I've led from the beginning, I am single. I'm intentionally single. I do not even said I'm not accepting applications. Whether the chat or anybody else thinks that I'm allowed to accept or not, I am intentional in saying I am not seeking marriage, fiance, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Okay,
I'm like,
but you said
I'm single.
You said you were religious, right?
Absolutely.
So if you are religious, there's a lot of biblical aspects that you have to apply to your life.
Absolutely.
Even as a non-married woman. So
Absolutely.
for example, like the whole Proverbs 31 woman, it doesn't
Yep.
apply just to married women. You have to hold yourself as a wife. So for example, you are a wife. You become his wife when he is married to you.
Right.
They say he who finds a wife finds a good thing, right?
Right.
So
No,
if
she
he-
knows.
So if
I'm
so
like,
if he doesn't find, so if a man looks at you and doesn't see a wife, then he's not gonna make you his wife.
Right.
Is what I'm saying. So you have to carry yourself as a wife. Like before I found before my boyfriend found me,
right.
I already tried to train myself to cook from scratch, to
Right.
clean. And that's how I got big on TikTok. But I was just teaching myself
I
because
want
I
to
was
check out your channel, by the way. You
Thank
better
you.
plug it.
I was
Yeah.
in preparation
Uh-huh.
for marriage. I was in preparation for what I know God will provide for me.
Absolutely.
Because you have to prepare for what you pray for, or else
Absolutely.
what are
I
you
agree.
praying for? You know what I mean?
But one thing,
Mhm.
big difference. You're how old?
20.
Okay, so you're 20 and you're telling somebody almost double your age.
No,
Somebody that hold on. Dina.
doesn't
no,
make
no,
it-
this
Dina,
is
I
me.
have-
I didn't even say a word.
Dina, it's me.
Sam, give me a
I
second.
didn't even say anything.
I was just in anticipation
I
of
don't-
you like talking your shit. So my thing is with you, okay? Yes, totally on board. Understand what you're talking about, but I've lived it, done it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But
So now
But the-
I'm removing myself from my marriage, also removing myself from any potential suitors to live a more biblical life because I do not want to entertain that at this time.